There is a woman at your job. Let us call her Priya. Priya is the person 3 different teams call when something is on fire. She has been at the company 11 years. She has been passed over for promotion 4 times. Last year, a senior role opened in her group. She was not on the slate. A peer with 5 years of experience was. When she asked her manager why, he said the words you have probably heard yourself. "We could not afford to move you out of your current role." That sentence is not a compliment. It is a job description. What Priya has become is what we call infrastructure. By the end of this, you are going to understand exactly how infrastructure gets built, who builds it, and why the people who become it almost never leave the floor they are standing on. Every team and every company runs on 2 kinds of people. There are the people who are visible. They are loud. They volunteer for the project the VP will see. They make their wins legible. Then there are the people the team cannot function without. They absorb the work. They fix the spreadsheet at 11 at night. They answer the question nobody else can answer. The visible people get promoted. The infrastructure people get protected. Protection sounds good. It is not. Protection means your manager has calculated, quietly, that the cost of losing you in your current seat is higher than the value of moving you up. That calculation is not personal, it is operational. Your manager is graded on continuity, not on your career. Your reliability is a line item on their performance review. The system is not punishing you for being good, it is rewarding itself for finding you. Here's the part nobody warned you about. The longer you stay in this position, the harder it becomes to leave it. The role you were hired into has slowly absorbed 3 other roles. You did not ask for them. They arrived 1 task at a time, over years.
A request from a colleague who left, a process nobody else understood, a system you built informally because someone needed it. None of it is in your job description. All of it is on your shoulders. When promotion conversations happen, the calculus is now this. To move you up, the company has to replace 1 person doing 4 jobs with 2 people doing 2 jobs each, plus training, plus the 6 months of degraded output while they learn what you absorbed. You are not expensive to keep. You are catastrophically expensive to replace. So the conversation never starts. You did everything right. You said yes when you were asked, you stayed late when the deadline moved, you picked up what fell because picking things up is what good employees do. You were told somewhere along the way that this was how you got noticed: hard work, reliability, being the person who shows up. That advice was not wrong in a vacuum. It was wrong inside a system that rewards visibility differently than it rewards reliability. The advice you were given is the advice that works for someone whose work is naturally visible, a salesperson with a quota, an engineer whose code ships under their name, a consultant who presents to clients. You are in a function where the work disappears when it is done well. Nobody notices the spreadsheet that did not break. Nobody thanks the process that ran without anyone touching it. Your competence has become invisible by the nature of your role. Here is what we call this, and once you have a name for it, you cannot stop seeing it. Infrastructure. Infrastructure is the person who has been so thoroughly integrated into the operating model of the team that removing them would cause a measurable failure, not a setback, a failure. Infrastructure is not a compliment. It is a category. Once a manager has classified you formally or informally as infrastructure, every decision they make about your future is filtered through 1 question. What does the team look like without this person here? If the answer is broken, you are not getting promoted.
You are getting retained. Retention is not the same as investment. Retention is what a company does when it needs you to stay where you are. And here is the second part. The work that made you infrastructure is the same work that disqualified you from being seen as anything else. The fixing, the absorbing, the cleaning up, none of it shows up on a calibration sheet. None of it gets discussed in the meetings where promotions are decided. The senior leaders deciding your future have never seen what you actually do. They have only seen that the lights stay on. When the lights stay on, the person who keeps them on is not memorable. The lights are. There is a version of this story where the moral is make yourself indispensable. That is the wrong moral. That is the story the system tells itself. Indispensability is the trap that looks like a career strategy. The people who escape the infrastructure category do not escape by becoming more reliable. They escape by becoming legible, by making the work visible, by refusing to absorb the third and fourth role without a title change written down somewhere. The reliable mule is not promoted. The reliable mule is the floor the building stands on. If you recognize yourself in Priya, the question is not how to work harder. The question is which of the 3 jobs you are absorbing is the one you can hand back this quarter, and who needs to see you hand it back. That is the move, not more output, less invisible output. You are not your team's foundation. You are a person they are standing on. That is corporate GPS, the map they never handed you.